like a northerner, and you just like 5 years, bro. You still in gang affiliated attire? What are you doing?
No, you have the actual Jake, the Judite, that when we were on that side not too long ago, and he was saying, yeah, I still got demons that I'm dealing with though. He was watching other groups and we're like, just stick with Greg Millstone. And he was listening to us. I think you even got his email or exchanged emails.
Yeah.
And the nigga was talking about, I still got demons on me that I gotta work with. And one of them was, I think you mentioned, was smoking weed.
Smoking weed and dealing with women.
So he already knew what his demons were. He's already analyzed and knew what they were. He knows the truth. But he'd rather continue on smoking the weed and
he lost.
And dealing with women, which when you say dealing with women, that means the nigga probably committing adultery, bro.
Well, that's what hey man, that's the first thing I told him was like, look man, it ain't wrong to deal with women as long as you ain't out here dealing with other men's women.
Yeah.
And as long as it ain't getting in the way of you getting this understanding, man.
Yeah, serving the Lord.
Yeah, but because if it's getting in the way of your salvation, you need to cut that shit the fuck off, man.
Yeah.
What, is it worth it? Dealing with these fucking nasty ass hoes out here, it's really worth you getting hit with a nuclear missile?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know? That's why, we bring it up, according to the words of Paul. That if you
lose from a wife, seek not a wife.
Yeah, seek not a wife. That's the point. That was the point, because these women, they're not really for us, man. They're for themselves. They're for this world. Hey, man, she's for the streets.
No,
they're for the streets, man.
All they care about is themselves, and that's it.
And a woman may, fuck all that.
Fuck all that.
Fuck all that. But
they're demons.
Yeah. I mean, there's some, of course, righteous women out there somewhat.
If the boot fits, man.
And when I say righteous, I mean there's Israelite women out there that believe.
Yeah.
In Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, there's going to be Israelite women that are saved.
Very, very
that are being preserved for the elect. What I heard about Michael Jackson, right? He got with this woman, and he's giving the testimony. Michael Jackson, he was saying that he got with this woman, and he's been dating her, and he loved her. They loved each other. And one day she's like hitting at him like, we're gonna have sex today. So she goes and they go to his crib or her crib, and Michael Jackson is explaining like, okay, they're getting into the mood, and she started kissing on him and going to undress him, and she seemed like how shy he was, so she was like, oh, and like pretty much backed off.
Yeah.
And pretty much it went to shit. Nice. Another woman, if not the same woman, I think it was a different woman, Michael Jackson dealt with, and she said that she found it strange that Michael Jackson, when he was with her, was 35 years old and he was still a virgin. You see? So it's like, man, this world is, dealing with these women, man, is just.
Well, I mean, you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But I go on to say that there are women out there that are virgins that are older, that the Lord had actually preserved. I was reading the book of Tobit. I believe it's Tobit chapter 6 yesterday, and it's going into how Tobias is going to I think Rages to get his wife.
Right.
And the angel, which I believe was Rapa Allah, Rapa Allah was telling Tobias, he's like, look, this woman, she's your wife. She's going to be your wife because she was predestined for you from the beginning. And it made me think, like, brother, don't worry about no woman, because the Lord already has women that were predestined for you from the beginning, man. And he's going to give brothers those first wives, or your first wife, because some brothers already have wives. But I mean your first actual wives, brothers that may not have one. You know what I mean? On this side.
Real wife, man.
Well, that's exactly.
Actually gonna fucking serve you and be right to you.
Well, that's actually what it's gonna be. Because like he was telling Tobias, he was saying this woman was preserved from you. That's why that demon is Modesto would kill all the men that would try to lay with her. And then he told Tobias, he was like, look, she has to be with you. It's your birthright. And he said that's why his uncle couldn't keep her back, or else he'd get put to death.
Well, that shows you, that shows you right there. Hey, but we know through the scriptures that the Lord, it tells you, man, you don't know what the Lord has prepared for us, man. Prepared for the elect, those that wait for him, man.
God.
And that's what we got to do. There have been many of men, all right, that have lost patience. All right? And we got to pray that we don't lose patience, man. We got to pray. They said the meek shall inherit the earth, man. The meek are just going to buckle down and fight through this shit, man. Whatever it is that you've gone through or dealing with, whatever it is, man, the Lord is going to make a way for you to get through all of it to the end, man. If you be of that number.
This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. Delight thyself also in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Right, this has to be your treasure. This has to be what you're focused on, what you're dead set on. Alright, nothing else matters. Alright? Nothing else matters, man. Alright, all these people, they're gonna go watch a movie, they're gonna go to the bar, they're gonna go, do whatever the fuck they do to comfort themselves.
Have sex and it's the new moon.
Do that, commit adultery, whatever.
And it's the new moon.
What are we gonna do, man? We're gonna serve Yahweh Shai, man. Alright, we're gonna abstain from these things. Does that mean you can't have a drink? No, that's not what that means. What that means is you have self-control, you have discipline. Alright?
There are things according to the Sabbath and the new moons, which is the Sabbath, I should just say that.
Yeah.
According to the Sabbath, that Yahweh Shai would cut up the wicked scribes and Pharisees about. That according to the Old Testament, you were not supposed to be found doing those things.
Right.
Such as working, laboring, picking up a stick. And the angel would have got you smacked.
Yep.
But Yahweh Shai said, look, it is good to do good on the Sabbath. So I say that to say this: if you were hungry and you just were hungry and you had to make something to eat, the Lord ain't gonna kill you for that. Or you had to go to work and you forgot to put gas in your car. The Lord ain't gonna kill you for that.
Going to work period already.
Going to work period. Turning on the light in your house. It might be cold here. You got a newborn baby or your young child freezing.
You gotta heat up
and you're not gonna heat up the house.
You gotta heat up the bottle if you got
Right. If that's what you do. If your woman ain't got the teeth
for it. Not everybody could. Yeah. When my kids, she couldn't breastfeed. We had to use the formula, man. Yeah, because some babies, I guess they got like a cleft lip or their lips don't know how to do all that. So you gotta give them a bottle. But now that's different versus knowing it's the Sabbath, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna find my wife today. I'm gonna go have a good old time.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sheesh. You get what I'm saying. All right. This is verse 5, Psalm 37 and 5. Commit thy way unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. All right, everything we desire. Okay, what we desire ultimately, most importantly, is to get beamed up in the chariot, man. Is not to take the fucking mark.
We desire righteousness, man. We desire peace with Yahweh Shai to be able to actually live a real life, man. To have a family, all right? That we don't gotta worry about, you know, some fucking pedophile maniac snatching up, or you some school shooter going to your kid's school and shooting it up, you know?
Which is an inside job. These fucking devils be doing that. Okay? There was this lady breaking it down. How every year when you know this happened to us all. Especially when we were growing up in the 90s, the early 2000s. All of a sudden it'd be picture day. It's in like the school cafeteria, the fucking what do they call the auditorium where they have the assemblies? Most of the times, if it was a low budget poor school like Jake would go to, they'd have those done in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And or the gym, the what do you call it, where they would play basketball.
That's what when I was in elementary school, they had those in the they would move the tables in the cafeteria because we didn't have a gym and none of that.
Yeah.
Shit. We was from Brokeville.
So they would have us all, and not just Jake, but you know the heathen too. And it'd be picture day. They say that there'd be somebody that works in the school boards that works for these fucking peas, these pedophiles, these fucking rich families,
cultists,
pedophile cults. They go to the school boards and they would look through all the fucking yearbooks. And select children that they wanted to do, you know, rituals with, whether it was a sex act or a jerky act, whatever. They would select them, okay? Or like, for example, another one would be the Boys and Girls Club, the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts.
Oh yeah, that's all
super heavy.
Yeah.
Okay? They would indoctrinate these kids. They might see your child, you outside with your child, talk to your child, oh, that's a bright child, we could have your child join the club, make a whole bunch of money. And that's another way is they would draw these kids in, was the promises of money. So the parent is thinking, we can use some money. So that you know the parent is selling the fucking kid off unknowingly, and then they're doing shit with the child, man. You know? Doing extra things, man. So this is Psalm 37 and 5. It says, commit thy way unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Trust in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
You guys, Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah. Hey, you're all Hebrew Israelites.
No, we're not.
Oh, that's your belief.
That's not what the Bible says.
Okay, well you
didn't read it then.
Oh, I read the Bible. I read the Bible. That's not what
You didn't read it, man. You don't know nothing about it.
Where are you?
the Bible says. We are not Hebrew Israelites.
Okay, well that's on you. You'll see in the end.
You see soon, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out soon.
That's what Jerry said.
It says, and he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday.
Yeah, hey, man. Hey, these regular people, man, they can't handle the truth, bro. And they always got something to say, like they read the Bible, or they know about the Bible. They don't, you know. But at the end of the day, it tells you that then will they know that a prophet ever been among them. You go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. It says that they repenting and groaning in themselves. You know, they're gonna be kicking themselves in the ass when this thing come to pass, and they're gonna be, oh, these were the men of the Lord, the ones that we would, you know, talk shit to and belittle. You know, the ones that we didn't believe, even though they was out there, you know, trying to warn us. And now we're in this fucking, you know, boiling hot water, you know, getting hit with laser beams and missiles.
Well, they're gonna get the microchip.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna get that grievous sword talking about fuck.
Should have listened to that guy.
Yeah.
Should have listened to those Hebrew Israelites. It's okay, man. Hey, we don't care. Hey, we don't care, bro. We ain't even. Yeah. That's why it's like, no, I'm not. Hey, you're right. You know what?
I had to hold it in.
You're right, man. You're not.
because I felt it. I was slipping back into that fucking 2015, 2016, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah.
No, we ain't. Yeah, fuck all that. We don't need to do none of that. You're not a Hebrew. Hey, you're right, man. You're not a Hebrew. You know what? You're absolutely right, sir.
He's not.
Have a nice night.
This is Psalm 37:7. Rest in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
Yeah, because these people are prospering in their life. Hey, even though they're catching hell.
He read the Bible, but don't got a beer on the face.
They still. Hey, man, you can't argue with them. There is no getting through to the darkness. You know. It tells you in the scriptures, these people are in gross dark. If you can't see in 2026, man, that the things that we're talking about are true, your ass is you're gonna get taken by it, man. Plain and simple. And when it comes, you ain't gonna have nobody to blame but your damn self, man.
Yeah, he's totally plugged in. He's totally plugged into the fucking program, to the matrix.
Because even though these people are catching hell, they still love it here, man. They still love, going out and doing their, hey, they'll spend their last fucking dollar on Valentine's Day. All right, here it is. The prices of man, the one bouquet of flowers at the store where I work was $100, man, and it wasn't even didn't even look great.
Man, the ones over there, they were fucking. They come with a nice base. There was a little assortment. $139.99.
There's ones that are 200 plus, and these people will come and they'll buy, then they will spend.
Buy another balloon with it, another $40. A box of chocolate, another $40.
All this, to this day, all right, we're living in the days of Noah. Hey, let the wicked be wicked to go on. We don't care, man. We ain't here to fuck all that, man.
Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
Right there, don't fret about it. Fret not thyself. These people, they are going to be lost, all right, until all hell breaks loose, and then they're gonna be searching for the truth. All right, when they're starving, when they're catching hell, they're gonna be out there. Where are those guys that were on the street? They're gonna be out here every fucking day, waiting on the damn sidewalk, waiting for a camp to come out.
Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Right. Which I know who that's talking about.
Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Right. Let these people do the evil. Let them go march. Let them go protest. Let them go riot. Let them go, loot stores and cause all kind of civil unrest. And we know what's going on. There's no reason to be upset. There's no reason to be, why are the prices going so high? Oh, why are the interest rates? Oh, why did I lose my job? Like, there's no reason to be. You already know what's going on, man. The Lord already told you all these things are going to happen, man. All right, you just got to remember that they're not going to get away with it, man. These Edomites are not going to get away with a damn thing that they've ever done, man. The Lord got all of it, in the memory card, man.
For evildoers shall be cut off.
There it is.
But those that wait upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they shall inherit the earth.
That's right. So, hey, look, scoff, deny, all right? Whatever you want to do. Get angry, all right? Come against us. Doesn't matter, man, because at the end of the day, you're the ones that are going to lose, man. And that type of shit, there's worse spirits than that are going to try and rile Jacob and get Jacob in their feelings and try to get Jake, start cussing and fighting and nah. Have a good day, sir. Have a good night. You're right. Because all we care about are the elect. That's it. Those that are going to understand. Those that are going to be able to see. And there's not many of them. There's just not.
It says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
Well, who else could be the meek other than those that are literally going through their families not believing them, their own household not believing them, everybody that they come across? You got to be secretive about everything. You can't ever, bring out the truth, unless it's in this setting, or you're doing a video. So you don't even want to be around. You're doing videos. You're trying to find a secret place to go do a video. You know what I mean? You're trying to do it in your car. You're trying to do it somewhere. Why? Because all the doubt. All right? Because of all the opposition. Because everyone's against you. And that's the life that we live.
It says we make ourselves afraid.
Yeah.
Because of our righteousness, man.
We slip and say, we could say something that's not even that bad in the scriptures according to this world. Something simple, but it could offend somebody standing next to you, and they attack you, man. Try to get you fired. Try to harm you in some type of way. That's the life that we live, man.
Yeah, you can see a low, and then say, according to God, that's wicked. You can be at the work or just somewhere amongst anybody, and you both are like grossed out and creeped out by a Mo walking by, and then you'd be like, God damn, according to God, that's an abomination.
Yeah, and then the lady behind you.
And then, no, the same nigga.
Yeah.
He could be the same nigga that was right there looking at you in disgust. And be like, what do you mean God hates these guys? God don't hate.
Yeah.
God don't hate. God loves all his creatures.
So who else could be the meek besides those that are actually enduring this type of hardness, man? You want to talk about all this lonely male epidemic? Ain't nobody lonelier than the men of the Lord, bro. We don't have anybody but each other, man. We can't talk to anybody, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about lonely? We're the offspring of the earth. And hey, man, and you see it immediately. All I had to say was we're Hebrew Israelites, and man, that dude despised us immediately.
And the dude himself, he is of the blood of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are Jakes.
Looks like an Issachar.
Yeah. But hey, he's not an Israelite, and you know what? He's right. Like the brother said, he's right, because when you read Romans, it tells you they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Yeah.
The scriptures say after the second and third admonition to cast him off as a heathen and a publican.
You know what he is? He's a Mexican American.
Yeah, he's a Babylonian.
He's a Babylonian.
And we know that Babylon is going to get hit with nuclear missiles, which Babylon is America, man.
Right. But that was cool that happened, because we're just out here to teach. We ain't out here to fight. We ain't out here to argue. Hey, man, that spirit it's over with, man. We know that we're winning. We know it's about to go down. If you don't believe it, that's your problem, man. That's your problem.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump to this in Isaiah 47, which we really wanted to go into, and we'll read through this, and then you want me to close it?
Yeah.
This Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1 says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Which that's what's happening. That's why all these nations are coming against America. Alright? They're saying you are no longer tender and delicate. Alright? You are no longer the marvel of the world. You are no longer that golden city. Alright? The golden city has ceased. Alright? Now everybody looks at you and they call this place the border of wickedness, man. And that's what's going on. Alright? If you're here in America, man, your only chance of salvation, if you're an Israelite, is through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because other than that, this place is condemned to death, man. And a strong death at that. Alright? 200 million missiles all right, the army of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai from across the globe to hit this place and turn it into a lake burning with fire, man. Literally, this place is like everything you see here is going to be melted. It's going to be flowing rivers of lava, man.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, there is no throne. You're not the king of the world or the queen of the world anymore, I should say.
Your rulership isn't going to be prolonged. You know, get your ass on the ground.
Yep, sit down.
You know, there is no throne. You're not going to rule forever. Okay, your rulership is dwindling. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah.
Which everybody's starting to see America for being the fucking harbinger of death. You know, all the warmongering. You know?
Well, they're able to look at America itself and see the homeless population and the crime rate and just the madness of the people. All right? See how divided it is. America, you know, you have one side against another. Getting ready to fucking go to war with each other, man. Getting ready to duke it out, man.
Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, you got all the files coming out now. It's over for you, man. It's over for all you people that you know. Everybody that still got their mind all up in this world. If you don't have the truth, man, all right, it's literally over for you, man.
Good. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you for what you've done to the Israelites, man. All right? For the great wickedness that you have done to Israel. All right? And taking the name for yourself, covering up the truth. All right? All the lies and the deceit. You know, this guy fooled the whole world. He got these fucking old guys calling themselves Chinamen. Elams over there calling themselves Indians, East Indians.
Jake calling themselves niggas.
Right, man, Jake literally calling themselves the N-word, man.
Yep, all the tribes.
Calling them black.
You got all the tribes from Gad, Issachar on up. All calling themselves niggas. You got Gad on the reservation calling themselves niggas, literally. You know?
And black, they love calling Jake black. Black, that's why they wanted that term, Black Hebrew Israelites. They wanted that so bad. You know, that's what they pushed so damn hard, man. That's why, you know, the true men of the Lord had to come out and fight against that damn bullshit. I remember back when we was all making videos talking about, do I look black?
Yeah, the rebuking that whole that Black Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, that black narrative, man.
Because we're just the Hebrew Israelites, and nobody's black. You had that Judite comedian, that super funny one, that goes around, he changes his voice to sound like Trump. I don't know if
yeah, kind of.
He's like, my black soldiers.
Yeah.
That guy is talking about how he went to he went somewhere, and it was Northern Kingdom. I think they were Simeon Dominicans.
Right.
And he's like, man, you're black. And then he said a Simeonite dude got hella mad. And he's like, look at my skin. He's like, I'm not black, I'm brown. He's like, you're black. I'm not black. I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
Getting on him, and he's like, this Judite, this Jake's like telling him, like, we're the same people.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know what I mean? You're black.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Because Jake will see each other as a whole different nation when we're the same people. You know?
Well, that's why. Well, then you have the mystery of the Gentiles as well, man. So the Lord set it up to gaffle the majority of the population of the earth, man.
Hey, the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
man. And that's why it's beautiful that guy, fuck that guy, man. I'm not a Hebrew. Good, man. Good.
Yep.
I wouldn't even want to know you any fucking way.
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 4. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
That's our Redeemer. Yeah, hey man, that's why we push the names Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai so heavy, man. Alright, because if you can grasp onto those names, you can have a chance. If you could just believe in those names, man, if you could just take hold of those names, man.
Yeah, the scriptures say many are called, but few are chosen. So by you hearing those names, you're being called.
You're being called. You can say those names, and you pray into those names. You believe in those names.
But if you really believe, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, as the scripture says, was there any confounded that called upon him or something like that?
Yeah, whoever feared the Lord, feared the Lord or something like that, and was confounded. Or who did he despise that called upon him?
Yeah, who did he despise that called upon him? We know that in the end, these wicked ass jakes that never took the time, but at the end, everybody's gonna see all together. They're gonna try to call upon the name, and the Lord ain't gonna hear them. But then you have those that from the beginning, they were believing, man. That once they actually received it, they didn't let go of it.
You have to
the faithful.
You have to be called. That's the only way.
Hey, you have to be called, but then ultimately, you have to be chosen.
Hey, man, we don't even know that. We're hoping for that.
Hey, that's what Elder Kazak, the video.
Hey, but
I hope to be chosen.
But hey, hey man, like the brother said, like the elder said,
you got the receipts.
It's a simulation, and we're doing what the elect are simulated to do.
You're supposed to look at all the receipts. Count the cost.
That's why it says to put on the elect.
Put on as therefore of the elect.
Because the way that you're going to get confidence and that hope of being of the elect is you're going to be doing what the elect will be doing in this time.
And you're not going to be doing what the elect should be doing.
Yeah, you're not going to be doing what the elect wouldn't be doing.
Yeah. You ain't going to be committing adultery talking about the sure mercies of David.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was going to say, man, I was going to say something. And it slipped me. But it's all good. If Jake want to close it?
Nah, it's cool that we're back in this. Yeah, we got to be back in this. Yeah, we got to come back to this.
Just for a long time, I was already like, hey, bro, like, what the fuck we doing on shit out?
It's time to be here, man. Yeah. That just confirmed it right there. But they're going to have to be in that calm teaching spirit, man. But with that, hopefully it's edifying, man. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Harakat Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and other great millstone, and Shalom, so hopefully it's right.
Shalom.